What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the GoodeBaker podcast. I'm Nick Baker, and across from me, Shane Good.
Yo, what's up?
And joining us this week, our resident Pokemon expert, Paul Gorham.
Hi, I'm Paul.
And we are all here to talk to you about some video games. But first things first, I want to remind you to go over to Apple Music, Spotify, and Google Play stores for our audio version of the podcast. You can give us a review over there. That really helps us. Make sure they're 5 stars, though. Nothing below that. That sucks. YouTube, go over to our YouTube channel for the video, subscribe there, like, comment on anything that you want to like and comment on. Also, give us a follow on our Instagram and Facebook page to keep up with our updates and look for our latest podcasts so you never miss a show. Now, on to the rest of the show. What have you been playing, Shane? We'll start with you.
All right, so, dude, it's been nuts. It's been crazy. It's been real. I literally have been playing League of Legends, and that's it.
Oh, man.
No.
So what is this, like a dive back in for like a new season, or what's going on?
It's a dive back in to get all my accounts gold again. The season ends in like 8 days or something like that. So this is the point in the year where I literally just play a bunch of League of Legends so I can get my accounts to gold. That's pretty much it, because I have 4 accounts to get the gold, and I only had one of them at gold. So I've got a couple of them at gold, and I've got basically my last one that I want to get to gold is at Silver 1, which is the one right before gold. I have to win 3 games right now, and then I am gold on it. So
what's the
crunch time?
Yeah, what's the benefit of having multiple accounts?
Well, there's actually a couple of things that you can do to have multiple accounts. So one of the benefits being that you can kind of like, so I made those accounts at different points in my life and different points in how good I was at League of Legends, and accounts are based off of your win and loss rate. So if you have a higher win and loss rate, you'll fight more difficult people on different accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you keep one trash so you can go back down and have some easy games.
Pretty much. Like when I leave League, because I take extended breaks from League probably a couple times a year. When I leave for an extended break, I generally play one specific account when I come back, and then as I get better and better, I play different accounts, and I'm on my best account right now, my account that has the highest MMR. So,
okay.
I'm back towards my playing better account, if you will.
Nice. Well, as for myself, I've been diving into Fallout 4 for a replay of that and just kind of going around, messing around with that. I don't really have a main path that I'm trying to do. Like, I'm not trying to platinum or anything like that. I just needed something to play, so I dove back into that. I recently downloaded the free PlayStation Plus games for the month, which are Hollow Knight and the Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor, one or the other. So I think I'll start those up tonight, at least one of them, and give those a shot because I haven't played either. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. Just not so patiently waiting for the PS5 release next week and Miles Morales and all that fun, good stuff. So, but on to the big topics of the week, which is also going to include what Paul's been playing. So I want to ask you a few things about the latest on the Pokemon DLC, but is there anything else that you've been playing other than that?
I took a break from Monster Hunter World to play the Pokemon DLC, but I'm also excited to try Hollow Knight for the first time.
Nice. Yeah, I like the platform. It's like kind of like a Metroidvania roguelike type of thing. So I'm really interested in giving it a try. So. But as far as the Pokemon DLC goes, you've completed the Pokedex for it now, right?
I have.
Right.
Dang.
Okay, so
I've completed all 3 Pokedexes.
Dang.
What did you think of like the length of the DLC? Was it a hefty chunk, or was it kind of shorter like the last one?
It was pretty short. A lot of content. There's the Dynamax Adventures, which is more of like the content to keep you grinding through it, to keep you like playing it. Those are actually kind of a pain to grind because multiplayer kind of sucks if people don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Multiplayer kind of sucks, anyways. Just as a heads up.
Just in
And
anything, in general.
Yeah, just
and it's
straight.
it's not really playable solo either though.
Oh, really? So
Right.
they kind of force you into a multiplayer aspect?
If you do it solo, you get AI controlled NPCs and they're just even worse.
Yeah,
Dang.
somehow. Yeah, I remember the raids in that being really frustrating just simply because I'm not one to like go on there and try to find people on like a Discord or a Reddit to try and play with. So I'm just like trying to grind through those raids with the AI companions, and it's just, oh my god, complete ridiculousness. They bring like a magic carp to a gunfight, and it's not good.
A magic card to a gunfight.
That I think that NPC is still in the pool for Dynamax Adventures. The thing is, though, with Dynamax Adventures, if you get people that do know what they're doing, they're really fun and way more enjoyable than the regular raids were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a multi-tiered almost dungeon crawling aspect, right? You're not actually like
Yeah,
walking around or anything, but you're kind of going up through these tiers of different higher level Pokemon. So
yeah, and you're voting on which paths to take through it, and you can meet like NPCs that give you items out of their backpack, or like NPCs that are like, "Hey, your Pokemon looks kind of tired. Want to trade it for mine?"
no, yeah, right. And because the new raid style is you have rental Pokemon that you go through with, right?
Yeah, that's the other nice thing. I actually enjoy that it's rental Pokemon because you don't have to worry about having a raid ready team as much. You
Mm.
can just immediately just start doing it. You unlock them super early into the DLC, so if you want to ignore the DLC and just do the Dynamax adventures, you can.
That's fun
That's pretty great.
too.
What did you think of like the overall quality of this one? Did it surpass the last DLC in your opinion because of the uh, adventures, or do you think it's kind of subpar?
Um, I think I like this one a little bit better than the Isle of Armor. I like what a lot of the things that Isle of Armor brought, like the house with like all of the things in one spot type of
Mhm.
stuff, but the story was more enjoyable for me in the Crown Tundra, even if it did feel a lot shorter.
Right.
Um, actually ignored the story and just explored the area first, and it feels pretty large. There's a lot of different areas to go to, like how the Isle of Armor had a lot of different areas to go to.
Yeah.
Um, it feels like they're trying to bring back the feeling of Gen 4 where you'd like find out about legendaries in the post game and then you could like go out and find them versus just
Mhm.
them being handed to you like as the trend has been in Pokemon for a while.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the especially with the most recent Cub Fu, you just straight up get it at one point in the DLC, and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess I really didn't have to do much for that. You had to like go find some objects in the world and come back, and that was pretty much it."
That doesn't sound like a lot of work for something that should be, pretty
Um,
workyful.
yeah. But yeah, in recent Pokemon games, the legendaries have kind of come pretty easily, um, and now more than ever, really, they're just kind of giving these bad boys away. So, what did you think of the new forms for the legendary birds?
I really like the new forms for the legendary birds. I really like how the legendary birds were implemented in the Crown Tundra. Instead
Mhm.
of them just being there, you have to like hunt them down a little bit.
Right, that was kind of the more like Shane would put it, worky part of the
It's
DLC and catching them.
actually really hard to chase them down. You have to like actually run after them in
Really?
some cases.
That's pretty fun.
They they have a way higher movement speed than your bike does. You
Oh
have to
man,
like
so you,
really know where the path you're going is and try to like cut them off.
That's
yeah,
fun though.
almost like light bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Now that all the DLC is out for Pokemon, I don't think they have any more plans for this game as far as DLC goes. Do you think it was worth the season pass price altogether?
I think it's worth they're doing a bundle where the DLC is just in the game cartridge
Hmm.
coming out, I think, for Christmas. I think it'll be worth that price. Um, I don't think it. was actually worth the price for getting to play the DLC a little earlier than that bundle deal,
Right.
of
Right.
how short the content feels. But if it was part of the base game, I feel like Sword and Shield would have been like even better, and how a lot of people have been praising them.
Maybe if it wasn't so staggered out,
Yeah,
like if Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra came out as one package for the $20 entry point, I think it would have been maybe a little bit easier to swallow for some people.
Hmm.
or
But
even like smaller chunks of other things. There was a lot of dead time.
right, yeah, just like drop some Pokemon here or there that aren't in each of the DLCs, but you can eventually just fill out that Pokedex. What's the number at for Pokemon that are still unavailable in the game? I think it's like around 200 or so.
Yeah, I think they only added about 100 something Pokemon for each DLC. So I think we're at somewhere between 600 and 700 total.
Yeah, so there's still a large margin of Pokemon that still aren't available in the game. So that's something that they could potentially do as like unpaid DLC down the road if they're looking to continue support for this title as opposed to moving forward with something else. But yeah, so altogether, I think that from what you said, I'm pretty excited to give it a shot. As not like looking into the legendary birds and chasing those down, and I really liked the Isle of Armor's space. The uh, the world kind of felt a little bit more alive than the wild area that you get in the original game. So I'm really excited to give that one a shot and see what kind of quirky things that they have going on there, like the whale lord in the ocean for the
Yeah,
first one.
there's a lot of more stuff like that in the Crown Tundra. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but there's some really cool interaction things in the world you can do.
That's pretty fun.
That sounds like a
But
lot of fun.
yeah, so let's move on. We're gonna talk about some of the PS Plus games to expect for the PlayStation 5 coming up. Uh, Next week, Bug Snacks will be available for PlayStation Plus at
Ooh,
launch.
bug snacks.
So anybody that was looking to actually buy that game can wipe a sweat off their brow and actually just get in there and play it for free with PlayStation Plus. And not to mention that Destruction All Stars will also be available for PlayStation Plus members, but it has been delayed until next year, I think sometime in February. So those are two games that at launch I feel like weren't going to get the love that they necessarily wanted or needed to survive. But I think that both of them are more than worth a shot for obviously the entry price of $9.99 or whatever it is a month for PlayStation Plus now. Um,
Good
so,
entry price, honestly.
so what? I know we've talked about Bug Snacks, Shane and I. What did what is your opinion of Bug Snacks, Paul?
Um,
Or do
I
you
haven't
have one?
seen. I think bugs shouldn't be snacks.
Yeah,
Um, I've only seen a little bit of it. I'm on the fence on whether or not I'm going to try it out.
it's very Pokemon like in some ways. So I kind of weaseled it in here right after this one, just simply because of the similarities between the two. It reminds me a lot of like Pokemon Snap in the way that you're kind of capturing these little things, and they have like a certain path that they follow that you need to track and set traps specifically to, and each of them have some very special circumstances in which you can or cannot catch them, or they'll run away, or there's all kinds of different variables at play. So it's interesting, but free is definitely better than paying like $40 or $60 for a game like
Yeah.
this. What about Destruction All Stars? It's sort of like a twisted metal, like kind of car smash 'em up game. Are you into those at all?
Um, I'm not super into the car smash games, but I might try that one.
Yeah.
Car smash
What?
game fun.
Yeah, car smash good. Shane like.
Yikes.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to try that one out just because, um, there really hasn't been like a twisted metal like that has come out and done really well. Um, the one thing that I can think of off the top of my head is Rocket League, and that's not really even kind of the same thing. It's just that similar like vehicle doing non-vehicle thing type of game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool that PlayStation is they're kind of meta in that way of like knowing like, oh well, these games probably aren't going to do as well as we want them to if we're just going to throw them out to the wolves. So they're going to give them the support that they need to succeed. So that's pretty great. This next one on the list is more in the Nintendo vein. Bravely Default 2 gets a new release date of February 27th, 2021. I threw this in here because I know that Paul has played the Bravely Default games. I don't know how much you know about the Bravely Default series. We talked,
Nothing.
Shane, yeah, we talked about it vaguely when it was first announced. But are you pumped for this, Paul?
I'm very excited. I really enjoyed the Bravely Default battle system. It was a shame that it kind of didn't really stand out too well.
Mhm.
Didn't really do all that great, but I'm hoping that this one manages to like break out into mainstream success.
Yeah, I think that it has a really good shot too, based on based on how successful the Octopath Traveler was on Switch. I think you move anything to Switch and it instantly does better than it was previously doing. Excuse the dog in the background, by the way. I'm sure she's gonna show up on the recording, but got to do what
Good
you got
old
to do.
sunshine.
Oh yeah, lovely, lovely dog. But
Yikes.
yeah,
So,
so that to describe the Bravely Default battle system a little bit more, it's a lot like Final Fantasy in the ways that it's turn based and you use magical spells like fire, blizzard, and all that. You have basic attacks and skill based abilities that you can use, but the main crux of it being that you can either brave or default, which means braving you take more than one action in a turn, and defaulting means that you save an action for the turn by skipping your turn and adding actions onto your next turn or subsequent turns. So it's in that way, it kind of manipulates the strategy of a standard turn-based game into something even more vast, and there are more abilities that you can take advantage of and more damage you can do in a single turn.
more damage, baby.
Yeah, you gotta love those numbers. But moving on, we have some new Demon Souls gameplay.
Ooh,
A
boy.
new
Demon
trailer
Souls.
dropped this week. It was pretty intense. They showed off a bit of the armored spider fight. If you're not a Demon Souls um, veteran, I guess you wouldn't really know anything about that. But I highly recommend going over and checking out the trailer because I think that this is the perfect example of what PS5 gameplay is going to look like at launch, like specifically exclusive PS5 gameplay, as opposed to whatever Miles Morales is going to look like on PS4. I think this is like the showcase title at launch for what the system's able to do.
Hmm.
And this trailer really shows off a lot of great lighting, different reflection effects that I'm sure have some ray tracing ability in there. And just some really really cool and gruesome combat that obviously is true to the original game, but also is kind of building on that with some different animations and things of that nature. Um, I know that Shane's not necessarily a big Souls guy, but I know
True.
that Paul was it? Yeah, no, you play Monster Hunter, so it's very similar to Dark Souls in some ways. What do you think of Demon Souls, Paul?
Hmm.
Oh, I might have
He
lost
uh
him.
he might have disconnected. I guess we'll find out. But in the meantime, I'll tell you what I think of Demon Souls.
Yeah, you tell me what you think of Demon Souls while we
All
try to
right.
get him back on the line.
So, I don't really know too much about Demon Souls, but from the gameplay that I have seen, it actually looks like it'd be a lot of fun. Um, Yet again, I don't play a ton of those games, but I beat the original Demon Souls and Demon Souls 2. Or not Souls, sorry. Oh gosh dang it. What are the Souls games called?
Dark Souls,
Dark Souls, thank you. I beat Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. Um
you monster.
They were a lot of fun. I beat them years ago. I think I beat Dark Souls 1 on like PlayStation or PlayStation 2 or some bullshit.
No,
So I can't remember what they were on, but I beat them like on console forever ago.
I think they were originally on the 360 and PS3.
Is that what it was?
The first Dark Souls, Demon Souls was even a PS3 early PS3 game. Um, but yeah, it's gonna look so much better now, and I think it's gonna play way better than any of the Dark Souls games have up until this point, Bloodborne included.
Bloodborne, I did play a little bit of Bloodborne, but not on my personal console. I thought the game was actually really fun though. Definitely wanted to punch my like fucking friend's screen though.
Yeah, yeah, those games will do that to you.
Yo, yo.
Well, that's everything I have here. That is the sound of our friend Paul leaving and joining again. Hopefully, we can hear him. What's going on, Paul?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you.
We can
You're
hear
back.
you now.
You're back. You're
I
just in
don't know
time
what
for
happened.
the end of the show. But
Sorry
I will.
about that.
But no, that's fine. Before we sign off, what's your opinion on Demon Souls? I don't know if you heard any of what I had said.
I was able to hear you the whole time. I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
happened, but I'm pretty excited to try it out with the PS5. I think it looks really cool,
Mhm.
and I think it'll be something fun to play while I wait for the next Monster Hunter game to come out.
Oof.
Right.
Just waiting for the next Monster Hunter, huh?
Well, the next
The
Monster
next
Hunter,
PS Monster Hunter, yeah.
the next PlayStation Monster Hunter will be a little ways off, but we got the Rise coming in March, so that'll be cool. Got Palamutes, can ride those bad boys. So
And
that's a
snail health boosters.
snail health boosters. Dang. All right.
They showed a little clip yesterday. You can pick up a snail and then you can throw it down and it'll start exuding healing energy on you.
That's kind of fun.
So they're kind of continuing with like the healing bug aspect of that game.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to try that one out. But that is everything we got for you today. Of course, go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Comment on any of the things we were talking about today, like what are some of your favorite things about the Pokemon DLC? Are you excited to play Bug Snacks and Destruction All Stars when they finally come out on PlayStation Plus? And are you ready to tear your damn hair out when you're trying to get through that spider boss on Demon Souls? Any of those things, let us know in the comments below. And of course, look for us on Apple Music, Spotify, and Google Play. Download the audio versions of our podcast there. Give us a review, 5 stars only, because we're good. We don't want to be on the bottom of a list anywhere. And for any other updates or anything like that, finding where we're going next, look for us on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll see any of our updates on our latest podcast episodes there. Without further ado, though, thank you so much for joining us today, Paul, and talking
Thanks
to
for
us
letting me be
about
here.
Pokemon DLC and the like. We finally got you on again, so we're going to have you on, obviously, again for more Pokemon stuff, but maybe some Monster Hunter stuff in the future as well.
Hopefully for Monster Hunter Rise stuff.
We'll have to extend your moniker to Resident Monster Hunter Expert as well. Get you a badge or something. But yeah, until next time, peace.
Peace.
See ya.